he saw that part of the fight yet.
I mean, I just feel like the scarabs can't actually be that hard at this point.
True.
But who knows?
I like totals.
Oh. Instance full.
I guess it's Val.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I was getting candy. I'm out.
Summon, please.
Got some Rolos.
Nice.
Ooh, those are good.
Rollo's dick.
That's alright.
Yeah, those.
Hey, you tried.
Did he though?
You didn't have
Did
to
he?
try though.
Giddy.
I did. First of all, how dare you? I
Did
just
he
haven't
quit?
had
Did he-
dinner yet. It's not my fault.
It is kind of your fault because you could just eat food.
No,
The problem
I
with
couldn't.
yourself.
The
We
Mantis
we
game?
joined a
Yeah, you
running
can
club
Ventus.
to meet people.
And just
Oh,
eat
horrible
yourselves.
decision.
You've entered that phase of your relationship, huh?
Well, he's entered the phase where I think most things are we now, so.
Yeah, like I'm running a marathon. You mean we're running a marathon?
No, I draw the line there. I mean, it started and ended at a brewery, so like, I'm down with that. That's my vibe.
Why
You
is
mean
a
ended?
running club horrible?
Where's the cookies? How come there's no cookies down?
I'm dropping them right now.
This isn't for Poya, this
Hurry
is
up.
just checking on
If I
buffs
had
and
dropped
stuff.
them earlier, half the group would have clicked them, but
I
everyone
wanna
would
hear
have
it.
been here. And
Can we
then
get lock rocks?
10 people would tell me, you never dropped them.
Soon they're gonna change it. They drop and they last a whole hour.
I
Is the duration to stay up not the same as the duration of the cooldown?
But the thing itself, the solo,
Yeah.
I believe it's the exact same, yeah.
Oh, so you could keep it up the whole time, you just don't want
Yeah.
to. I see. Okay.
See, I'm not doing that.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I was about to say that is kind of what she said.
Okay, first off, you're going to be playing as blue, Ellie, so that means you're, like, immediately on pool, remember, everyone. You need to be underneath the blue boss, which is directly in front of the blue marker, and remember, red is directly in front of the red marker. One thing you all should have, and you probably all just want to double check and make sure you know like where it is on your screen. So there should be in the not the like assignment Northern Sky pack, but just the standard one that everyone is kind of supposed to have. There should be a weak aura that tracks your orb debuff that you want to make sure is in a good spot, because remember, if you walk over more than 3 you die. I think that is the main one you want to worry about for now. So just make sure you go in and double check your settings.
What is the name of the debuff?
Well, it will depend on which color you are, because I believe they're different. It's
orb
Mote
debuff?
of Overwrought Paranoia, I believe, and Mote of Unrelenting Rage. Although it might just be called Void Degeneration.
I was gonna say, the thing you get from it is that.
Yeah, so I guess it's Void Degeneration and Burning Rage is the actual debuff of the thing. So just make sure you have that somewhere good. I know on my screen it was a little bit of a weird spot. And then the only other thing before we start, so I think Ghost, you were purple, right, with your partner? And Kelly, you are triangle with Delta. So when it comes to actually placing your lines, It should be fairly obvious, but in case it was not. So like when you're drawing a line across the charge, you should basically try to do the same order. So like Ghost and Wall will be in the back, Kelly and Delta will be in the middle, and then the two evokers will just be closest to the bosses.
Are they gonna be on X though?
No, that's where they're dropping their orb, like the web bomb, and then they have to, like, the charge is always going to be in this middle area, so. And then, like, you might not actually be standing directly on Diamond Ghost, like, you might have to step back, depending on exactly where some of the melee are, kind of up in that area. Because apparently, it can get pretty tight for the evokers up there.
Well, no, I mean, like, is my bait still gonna be on Diamond?
So, like, to be totally honest, these markers are more like to give you an idea in the early stages. It does not matter if you drop it, you know, on Diamond, really. It's just we want them kind of in the middle of the room where nobody else has to worry about accidentally doing them. And then, like, we want them consistent so that you all just have a, like, set plan every time. But if you want to drop it farther back, I'm not sure why you would. Like, you can.
Sounds good.
One more second. Lots of people still need to Ventus.
How close can you get to these bosses?
Probably pretty close to mine.
In theory, I can mind suit them both.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're Mansus right now.
Did you
Pretty close.
mean to mark Wara and not me?
No, I am marking you for later. You don't have to worry about it for now.
Say something again, Keats.
Hello.
There's a slight buzzing. on
Yeah,
your
you got
microphone.
static mic right now.
I think there's a bumblebee just in this background, probably.
That's what it sounds like. If you can't fix it quickly, don't worry about it. It's not that annoying, but there's just a slight buzz to it.
He's playing chess right now.
Yeah, just keep
The
it
buzz
hush.
on that thing.
Bizz.
Nah, it's barely even noticeable. That's why I need him to talk again.
Bizz, 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 bizz.
Just give me one more second.
So well, I think I dropped one before every single pull of the last two bosses we did.
You better.
Okay.
Oh, can I get Hellstones?
Holy.
I'm kidding. No, I have them. I'm sorry.
It was so believable.
I don't see the note, but I think I was on blue side last time.
3,
Yeah,
2,
nothing has
1.
changed. I'll push it again after this.
Oh, Illy!
We can just
So I think I said this last week, but I'm going to be in between the bosses because I'm going to get the mark of the tall, skinny person, and I'm going to be going and grabbing the big dude.
Yeah. So nobody should really be in that middle area from either team except Wara.
I'm gonna start there so I can do damage to both of them, and then I'll just look out for a Wara.
Well,
It's more of a thing
yeah.
that I can handle than
I mean,
you
I can mark Wara too, just so people know.
I mean, I'll
Yeah.
just look for him. I have
I'm
eyes
gonna start there to do damage to both of
for
them
all to
too.
see.
It's probably, it's like 5.
Sorry, go.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Just remember that, like, most of the damage, or like at least a very significant chunk that we're doing on this boss is going to be during damage amps. So.
Yeah, I'm just playing the game. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I know. I'm just reminding
Why
people.
are you so aggressive?
No, I was just saying, I don't want to like talk about it because I feel like it's more like a me issue than like a squad issue. Yes.
My guess is no, Ellie.
Wait, decent backup right now. If we get to the
Yeah, I
dispel.
mean, you could do it for backups.
Oh,
and
should I be running
then-
Mass Dispel?
Oh wait, I guess I can back up the spell actually if he doesn't want to run mass.
I can run it. It's literally, I was just gonna take a very slight defensive.
I mean,
thing if
doesn't
I
Mass
don't
have
do
a
it.
fairly large, like, area that it hits?
15-yard radius, yeah.
I mean, I think we're never gonna. Like, Mass is never gonna be what we're trying to do the phase 2 dispels with, because it could just accidentally clip 2 people, I feel like.
Don't take
I was
it.
just wondering because 77% are running it, but people also just have that talent for no reason sometimes.
I mean, my guess is like,
I
so
don't- I
like
don't think-
one
I
of the
don't think
tank
you ever have
things
to.
and one of the tank things in phase 1, like you could technically dispel, but I mean I can also dispel it, so like I don't know about
Or
that.
they could like they probably just have it as like maybe
Yeah, it's just the
dispel
default.
5
method.
back.
I'd say
The
take-
phase
dispel the
2
tank
thing is
debuff.
also a not a magic. I know I can't dispel it in phase 2, but I would assume that also
The phase
applies to
2
mass.
The phase
Not
2
the
debuff-
tank thing, not the like
yeah,
raid
I
one.
could have sworn that the tank one was a magic. It goes from being poison to magic, and
Yeah,
phase 1 to
that's
phase
what
2.
that's what I mean. I mean,
you're
it's
talking
not
about
really
poison.
anything we have to worry about right now, though.
Yeah, I'd say take the defensive for now, and then if we need mass swap later.
Not that we have to worry about this, but you can just like get in the mindset. But for instance, all your like, you know, burst damage trinkets like Mad Queens, you obviously don't want to send those on pool and stuff like that because you can send them in damage amps.
You don't know who I am. You don't
But
understand me.
you do you.
You don't know me.
That
We're
thing's
also
30
hearing
second
like
cooldowns
3:30,
on.
yeah.
But you
5,
said we had in here.
We're
4,
also pressing hero at 3
3,
minutes and 30
2,
seconds, yeah.
1.
Oh, it's much later than that. It's phase 3, isn't it?
Phase 3, I think. Although I honestly don't know the exact time of that. So we're gonna want to start pixelating blue team for that first frontal. And then as soon as that frontal wire, you can be over here with us. So that you're dropping a movement in the same spot. And now we're rotating. And so and just keep going. And now the legs should be popped. So one of them was a little
Oh, yeah.
close, I think.
No, I forgot to set up.
So when I go soak, should I just not do that? Because I went to go soak orbs, but they're all like against that far wall. By the time I get over there, I have to like I couldn't even soak an orb.
So I don't really think you all have to worry about that anymore, since we
Okay.
can soak 3 orbs.
That was my question too. I ran over to get the orbs and then was way away from triangle. And also I ended up not getting any orbs because people are faster than me.
I mean, also everything happened a little slow. Like, so as soon as, so basically on pool, blue team's all stacked there, so you get a good baited frontal. So over on this right side of Sky Spinner. And then as soon as the frontal happens, Warrior should be dragging a Nerub-ar and the bosses will be stacked. And so then we have blue team, red team fairly close together, and then the middle people obviously are doing kind of their own thing because they are baiting the web bomb. The evokers, I think, since they are not paired with an opposite, they, I think, want to drop with their like red group, so they still want to drop up on that side of a Nerub-ar. But I think the middle teams, and I could be wrong about this, but I think with the nerf to the orbs, I don't really see a reason why you guys have to drop up there and then get back to there.
With so with this orb nerf, like we don't if there's no orbs to soak, we just don't worry about it. Like if they're gone, and we're good. Or do we need to like be like, oh, next time I need an orb?
I don't understand your question.
Is it like a per fight, like you can soak 3, or is it
No, so
okay?
it's what, like an 8-second debuff? So basically every time orbs go out, which is for now every time the rain happens, you can soak up to 3 orbs. If you soak a fourth, you die. But because of like, that is a nerfed version, you used to be able to soak 2 and then 3 would kill you. And so I think with the numbers, it just means like everybody should try to soak 2. And since we can soak extras, these middle people never have to worry about coming in. But every single set, you should try to soak 2, basically.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sure, you're under. Should be stacked on me, blue team. A little better stack still, but we're fine. And now our boss should be over.
Do we stay slow or should we spread?
No. So now we can spread. It's just the frontal we want to bait over there. And then we're spread, and then we're rotating. And then it's going to be red frontal, so you want to bait away from the blue team.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, that's not great, but... And so you would have already popped and soaked the web teams.
Could there be orbs like all over here? Like is
No.
that...
So those orbs are middle team orbs. And so what is wrong there is basically they should have popped earlier, and then they would have already dealt with like soaking them. Just watching it back real quick. Oh yeah, I can repush the note too. Yeah, I mean, if you're... So we're still behind on everything just because that's how this works, but I think if you're the evokers, so Hate and Carly, you can do it a little bit earlier, but the Wah and Ghost and Delta and Kelly teams, since you're already in the middle, you can soak them a little bit later, the web bombs, but you're basically looking for kind of 4-ish seconds before the charge happens. So according to the bigwigs timer, basically 4 seconds before that's going to happen is when you want to pop the orb, pop the web bomb, and then rotate, soak your orbs, and then get on the 2 sides of the line to be ready to stop the charge.
Basically, Ghost on the rotate, instead of rotating, just come out.
I mean, I was already staying in, but yeah. Sorry, I mean staying out. But
yeah, so when our
port onto it, but I think you got meleeed by an ad, and then I ported and killed you with the web.
Okay.
And that is also something we'll have to start.
Yeah,
thinking
no,
about with the ads,
I'm taking better blast weight for that now.
So, and for you, Wara, the reason you're tanking a Nerub-ar first is so you get the first tank debuff, and then essentially as soon as that tank swap has happened, the only thing you're thinking about until the scarabs are dealt with is managing the scarabs, keeping them as much under the bosses as you can.
Okay, I'll save Slappy for that. Yeah.
We do so the Nerub-ar piercing thing is the tank debuff that's going to kill us most of the time, but we do actually want to be swapping both of them, ideally. And then whenever you're good, Kelly.
I'm just gonna, after I drop my orb, I'm just gonna chill out here. You can soak that one, and then we'll pop it.
5, 4, 3,
so just blue team, you can
2,
stack on the on pool.
1.
Are you marked?
Yeah, in the moon.
I was under boss.
So we want to be pixel stack there, so we don't have to rotate quite like that. And then we're spread. LEY, you're a little bit too far. We want to get them in a nice little triangle there. I'll point it out there. You should be soaking orbs. And then you guys should have popped your web bombs.
we gotta do the little dance so we can soak.
We're missing. We have one line. Looks like. Okay.
Okay, so I'm a little bit confused on the timing here.
Okay.
You called we should have already popped our things, but I was still over there trying to soak orbs and bait the frontal. So like the
No,
frontal had
so
just
you are
happened.
playing a separate fight basically.
Okay, so I'm not. Will I get the frontal baited on me and just totally fuck this then?
So, yes, you can, but it depends on which frontal we're talking about.
You told red team to be over there to bait a frontal, so I was trying to be over there, but it's not easy for me to get back to triangle in time.
So, for instance, blue frontal, blue frontal, first frontal, is ideally trying to get baited like there, so that basically all these melee in this area can then immediately get into kind of our spread triangle, which should be something like, am I not using any marks? Not really. So basically our spread triangle blue should kind of be like that wide, ideally. We are covering kind of this whole area, which is just a little wider than I think we need to be. And similar on the red side. They're both just a little more spread out than they need to be. And then, so from that point, after that first frontal, Kelly, so the two bosses are going to be stacked. And so all we're trying to do on the next frontal, which is a red frontal, is basically not bait it onto the two bosses so that we force all the melee off. And so that means, since red are now rotated over here, like if it's baited here where most of the red are, that's fine. Or if it's baited like here, where the red, like you and Ghost, can be playing, that's also fine. You just don't want it baited on these middle orbs that you guys are going to have to go to soon.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm overcommitting to baiting. I'm trying to run all the way back into there, and then I'm not able to get back to triangle.
Nah, I mean, if you are baiting it basically anywhere over here, that should be fine, that red frontal.
Okay.
And then... Oh, I wanted to look at the Delta Crevasses thing.
So I looked through my replay. It appears that Illy stepped into blue circle, taking it before I stepped into blue circle. And then it disappeared. And then I think I killed Delta.
Well, does it disappear when 10 people get the circle?
Well, he got the blue buff.
I don't think that is true, because I am pretty sure
I
remember them experimenting with like more of one color than the other.
Well,
maybe that is false info, but I don't think it has to be 10 and 10.
I mean, it disappeared within like a second. Like I didn't have a chance to move.
Just go pull everyone, stand in red, see what happens. I feel like it's been a question a couple of times, right?
I mean, sure. Like, everybody just go in red, and we can just see. I'm not entirely sure this answers it, but just everybody get over here. Okay, go in.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't getting it.
I died.
So
it's max 10 for sure.
Okay.
So people are stealing marks from other people by starting in weird spots?
I am counting 10 little red
also,
flames.
Keats is
on the
very
ground,
quiet.
yeah.
I think he was
can't quite
talking.
hear what you're saying, Keats. Let me see if I can turn you up anymore, actually.
No, he's low for me too. Enunciate, Keats. Enunciate.
I mean, I think part of it might be your mic because it's buzzing, yeah.
Sounds like a fucking duck getting
Knight to
stepped on.
E6.
If you start in red, and like 2 seconds into the fight, you cannot change your color. So I'm pretty sure that's when it defines your color, not at the end of the cast.
Yes, yeah, that's something that I did also see, is that it's like not from the streams, but like the cast end is just like the fight started, not like when everything is locked in. You lock your color in really quickly.
Oh, yeah, the cast. You can't use the cast bars to determine when you're getting a color. They are not correct. That is 100%.
Yeah,
fact.
like I think.
So you just get it on pull.
Yeah, that's what I think we decided like after people had already left last week. But basically, the literal first thing you do is you go basically directly under which boss you're supposed to be, and you like essentially just stay there until the cast finishes. Like if you like are a couple seconds late to debuff the other boss or whatever, that's fine for now. But just we're gonna make sure we get the debuffs ironed out.
Also, there's no world we wipe to people not doing perfect openers and stuff. People are holding damage anyways, right?
Yeah.
You can beat this fight with 3 people dead for 3 minutes.
Yeah, like there are so many damage amps, and like, especially on Skyne Spinner, they are like fairly long damage amps. That it's just so much of your damage poured into those.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm stacking on mid, on moon, blue. Hard stack, that's fine.
What are we supposed to be doing? I don't understand.
We're basically just trying to bait the frontal so it's not directly covering the entire boss.
Oh.
Rotating, blue on the outside. We still have red over there, looks like.
So the evokers are kind of making a wall that I can't get through.
Okay.
We need to be there for our thing.
So you don't need to be
Behind
there.
you.
So basically, the evokers, we have a couple things going on. So one, this orange stack should be tighter, because we are taking up more space than we need to with the web bomb right there. And then this web bomb, which is
That's
the
me.
evoker
I
one.
fucked up. Nope, that was me. I was in the wrong spot. I never actually baited the triangle.
I was trying to get to the one that was here and just wait.
Well, remember so we want the raisins and the Kelly one to be more or less on triangle and diamond. Like, doesn't have to be exact, but that's where those two are. And then the evoker one is kind of over here, and you guys can pop that early. Like, before it was, oh, you're taking a lot of damage from the web bomb, and you don't need to pop it until like you need the web. But like,
there's gonna be a web there.
Yeah, that's where we're trying to bait yours. Yeah. Or you're not trying. No, Hate, I think, is the one doing the baiting, is what we said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no,
wait, where
she was baited on
where
X.
was yours baiting?
We thought ours was X.
No. X is wrong. Yeah, X is for something else.
So what does she have a
You
mark?
should basically be around moon.
So
the web bombs that we want are triangle, diamond, and moon.
Oh, never mind.
And then all the other ranged players in red should be stacked up on circle, like pinpoint stacked.
Wait, okay, hold on. I thought there was like a whole thing where 3 of us baited on circle.
Yes. So it's baited on 6. It's baited on 6 red players, and it prefers range. So we have exactly 6 range, so we can 100% predetermine where all of them go.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
we're having Ghost bait the one on diamond. We're having it's Kelly, right, doing the one on triangle.
Yeah.
Hate is doing the one on moon, and then all the other ranged in red are just standing on circle to bait it.
Which is just me, Marius, and Carly.
Yes. And
I just want to make sure I had the
pinpoint
right
stack.
idea.
Yep.
Should Hate and Carly pop their web before we rotate over to the other side?
I think that's kind of what I was saying. Like, I think before it was like your health and the damage was so high that you didn't want to pop it that early, but I think probably you can now since our gear is so high and the fight's been nerfed.
Okay, so after you bait the webs after we bait the webs, I guess
I think
during the
probably
rain, you guys can break that and just hold it.
I think probably what they want to do is they want to bait the web bombs, then be towards the back for the rain, drop their rain, and then immediately go pop the web bomb and start getting into position.
A Ghost, where do you stand when the rain hits? Like, where are you coming from?
Right here.
No, like as it's landing, that's where you're standing as it resolves.
I will stand where. I mean, I'm just standing on this
Hold on.
side to bait the frontal towards this direction. So I've been standing right here.
Okay. Because I'm thinking the easiest way for me to actually come out is actually just going to be to like blink here from the blue stack, so I'm not having to worry about any of the red or the evokers. So I'll just just kind of stand consistently, and I'll go to your side.
Okay. It sounds like the evokers will be in a different spot now because we.
But yeah,
Yeah,
but I was
like,
also
I
thinking
think
I
a lot
don't
of
even
this.
need to worry about it.
I think a lot of this is fixed by like not having that bomb on cross. So.
Yeah, it just narrowed the play space a lot.
That makes way more sense how we had a wall.
I'm like, I can't get through.
I was
4,
confused what was going
3,
on X, but
2,
it was not my
1.
prime focus for the moment. On moon, looting. And then spread out looting. Both teams, but. Rotate. So we're also baiting reds in a little bit of a weird spot. But I'll go over that after. And so all the webs should be broken.
I'll go. Oh.
Did you someone just port some?
No, I was there the whole time.
I'm gonna
I
let
had to. I'll have to get across to put my web.
Yeah, but you're way further behind where you popped the thing.
I'm in line with where Moon is.
No. So you guys are supposed to be up towards where the boss is. You would hate because you guys can move, but we have to pop
Wait.
ours right before the charge.
Okay, so we're at Moon, popping the thing, and then there's a bunch of blue people like charging us because they're collecting the orbs. There's no, and
So I'm gonna fix some of that.
there was like no way because there was a web bomb at green, and there was no way for us to get to like there.
Yeah, so that's I think gonna be fixed by what we're gonna go over here in a second.
So
Okay,
like we
I
just
had-
went in a straight line to cross.
So
yes, you want our orbs near circle.
Orbs near circle. So basically, what is happening? You can't reset these bosses, can you?
No, but I can keep it mind soothed.
I can probably. You can't invis reset?
I can try.
Well, they instantly cast, don't they? Oh, okay, they don't.
Okay. So what we have right now is we end up with a bunch of red orbs in this area from the rain, because like I think for that last pull, like I know Kelly, like you were like right here, and we also had several other reds in this like play space. We don't want really any red orbs in any of those spots except maybe where I'm jumping here. All the red orbs should basically be kind of in this zone here.
It's gonna be really hard for me to
So
drop
yours,
an orb back
yours,
there.
yours is different though. Remember, Kelly, because you're
Right,
uh,
but that
middle
was my red
suburbs.
orb. That's why it was over here.
Like
Or no, my orb I think was like over here.
I think what you should basically be doing, Kelly,
Do the
is
same thing I do.
you should do so. Bosses are stacked up there, so that means red is essentially in that on that spot. And so, like Kelly, you can be this leftmost red person there, and you're dropping that orb, and then you can just rotate into the middle. Like if you can soak a blue orb, like on your way into the middle, that's fine. But if you can't, like, drop here and then rotate over there to soak blue, that's fine. That was my point about like
Right, no,
you
I
not needing to do
didn't
that anymore.
Go over there though, did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Let me watch the whole VOD, I guess.
I was just gonna ask, since I'm paired with Kelly and we're different colors, could Kelly not just drop the red orb there and then I grab it when I go pop the bomb?
Yeah, because that's what I did.
Yeah, and that's also that's
Ghosts
like
or- yeah.
that's the point of the different color teams there. So like Delta can just soak essentially all the orbs you drop, because you're going to get one orb from one red, one blue from your web bomb pop. So you guys are both at one stack, but like you're also going to drop one red there, and Delta can go soak that fine and be at 2 stacks.
Yeah, but I thought you don't want the bait in here, so you wanted me to move out here so they baited away from here, right?
I mean, I think these frontals are going to be less of an issue than a lot of the like people make it seem, is kind of what my thinking is for this boss so far. I think if you bait a frontal here, I think it's probably fine for now.
Okay. I also had an ad eating my ass the entire time, so not sure how to play that.
Let me see.
The ads fixate on closest target. So if they spawn out here on us, it's kind of rough.
I want to say it was on someone else and then it was on me, but maybe it takes a second to fixate. I swear I saw it going a different direction and then it turned around and came after me.
If they invised or cloaked or had some other kind of combat drop, that can break the fixate, but otherwise they
Okay.
just stay fixated forever.
I could run Shining Force.
Yeah, you
Just
can.
blap them back into the group.
Yeah, I mean, I'm running Big
no, I
Blast
can't.
Wave.
That doesn't
Can I-
exist.
That doesn't. Yeah, you're right. That
Wait,
doesn't
what?
exist anymore.
They get rid of
Remove
Shining
that
Force?
after Shadowlands.
So if you look
The
at
hell?
that snip, that is, sorry, it descales because I played high resolution, but so like Kelly is underneath the Wara tank thing, Illy is just above her, and then you see like Pip, and I think it's Kitchen, and I don't know who's under like the tank frames or the boss frames, but like all of those people should basically be instead of, let's see, let me tap back in. So they're all like here. Can you mind Sooth? So they're all like here, right? In this area. And really, you guys should be like, not you specifically, like Kelly, we already talked about where you should be, but everybody else, like, there's this whole space here where like almost nobody is. And that's where really most of the red orbs should be. Because if you think about what we're doing, blue's rotating on this outside area. And what's happening is blue has to rotate that way to avoid the red team, which is rotating on the inside. And then, since the orbs aren't where they're supposed to be, we then have to rotate again out to this area to soak those orbs, when really we should be rotating directly into orbs here. It's kind of nice that you can just walk right through these bosses.
So looking at that photo, like, if we're looking at, I'm going to call it a pie slice, but like the pie slice I'm in is like the pie slice we want to drop in, because I was like one of the furthest ones back.
Let me see where you are. Like
All the way
you
back
you are
there.
in a fine spot, but you
Everyone
can see
should be where you are, or to the right.
or to the right. Yes.
Yeah.
So see
So,
how
like,
nobody's to the right
as
to
in,
the
like,
right
to, like,
of
to the-
Marius.
Are you
Like
saying
that
like
is
the
wrong.
center of the room, or like, sorry, when we say right, are we talking about inside the
So
room?
they should
outside,
be as you're basically towards that exit there
Towards
that I just
circle.
picked.
Towards circle.
Okay. So
Towards
like,
circle. Yeah, that is also a good.
Okay, yeah, because I want to know, because like if everyone hangs back, then I'm the last one in, so I'll aim, so I'll move over that way then instead of moving in from circle, right? That's a better play. Okay.
And then also, so that getting finally back to the Carly and Hate thing, if you look at where all those red orbs are, well then now that on that rotation, when all the blue players are trying to soak those red orbs, that's also when Carly and Hate want to be in that spot, because they're trying to put their web to stun the boss in kind of that area. So like a bunch of things going wrong, but obviously like it's early on a hard boss, so. And then I think we need, no, we got Hellstones. So then whenever Kelly and Keats are good.
You can really get right under these bosses. I know.
I mean, I just walked
Brawl's just
literally
right
right through them. So.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And make sure you grab your orbs in a good spot. And rotate. Ads coming out more. Much better spawn of orbs.
Oh, there's a lot stacked there.
Yeah, so that's something we'll go over. And so everybody that has a web should pop it. And then we got 1, 2.
Oh, I went
and-
too far. Yeah.
Okay.
Too far.
Pretty good though.
Okay. I don't know if we.
So do all those orbs need to be gone? These ones that are still on the ground.
So like, I think ideally you break the web bombs a little sooner so you can soak before, but if you need to soak a couple after, I think it will be okay. I don't think you want to have to soak all of them after though.
I think it'll be fine just because.
I think we pop ASAP because we actually take more damage standing in the web than we do from being linked, Ghost.
Oh, do we really?
I think so.
Because I was sitting in that shit.
Me too. I'm like, I'm not healthy. Should I not be doing this?
Yeah, I mean, I really
yeah,
think
we
popping
take
them early
we take like
just
3
makes
times as
sense.
much damage standing in the web than we do being linked.
Yeah, so let's just try to pop them early. I mean, the danger there is pretty obvious that you know, if you pop it super early and then for some reason you like have to move because a scarab is chasing you, then you snap your web. Like that's the danger. But I think we can outplay that for the most part.
That was correct, Tate.
Unless I'm doing like really bad math.
It's 50% more standing in the web than it is being linked.
No, it's not. One of them ticks every 1 second, the other one ticks every 0.5 seconds. It's still probably better to take the snap, but like, you are taking a little bit more damage. But I don't think that matters enough because it's like you want to be in the position. It's way more important to be like in position than to have to snap and then do it.
Okay.
If I can find you and hate.
Yeah, it's like 50k more a second actually. It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you and Carly did hate seems pretty much fine. I see you. I don't know which one of you, but one of you had scarabs on you, which was kind of fucking one of you up, but. Are you slapping? Like, what are you doing for that first set of ads, War?
Slappy. They're all. Can you not hear me? Hello?
No. I'm just watching it and thinking.
Oh, yeah, you should see them. I'm slapping them and then I'm keeping them together.
Like,
I think maybe we're outranging them if they're on the people with doing the web shit. We're probably outranging some.
There weren't any on people doing the web shit last poll.
So there
I had
was
3 of them on me.
There was one on I think it was Hate who's
No,
doing
it was
web.
on me.
Oh, Carly then.
Oh, is there 4? Are there any 3 ads?
I think it's 3, but let me double check.
I swear I had all of them together. If I didn't, then I'm blind. Because I mean, I'll grip any of the ones that are out.
So. I mean, that's not why that fucked up. Like, that would have been perfect.
No, but like I blew TT on myself and like other things just to stay alive.
Did you die though?
No, I did my web. We did the web.
Then nice.
That was why I asked if I haven't had them. I just sit there and tank.
Oh,
it.
did you like knock
I mean, I think you.
Yeah, we did.
I think you. Okay. Yeah, you like sit there, knock it, and then like we just have to let Wara get like excellent at doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's 3 of them, Wara, and they were fairly grouped. So I think it's just gonna. I think the damage on them is maybe a little low, but obviously that's gonna improve. So.
I mean, they also just start with a pretty big.
They have damage.
I'm guessing I need Gorfines for future ones.
There's 2 sets in first phase, so I think probably you need Gorfines, but you can play around with it. Sure, I need
to do
to
the increase range on grip too, which might be helpful.
Yeah, I can.
I don't know if it's needed.
I'm not kicking anything, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I can take the increase range. Right.
Like we're basically hoping to have the scarabs dead right around when Nerub-ar is stunned, so that we kind of can focus on that and not really have to think about the scarabs anymore.
How long does this stun last?
I believe it's... Is it 10 or 12?
It says 12 in the dungeon journal, but that could be wrong.
Yeah. Then that's probably what it is. Did we get a repair bot?
Sure.
And the Nerub-ar damage amp is not even the good one, really. The Skyspeeder one is quite a bit better.
Oh, that's better.
I put execution sentence on it like a second early.
If there's more damage?
It's not more damage, it's the way it works. Well, no, so every time you do a dispel, it's a 20% damage taken increase, and so you're basically, during the whole ramp up to that, you have a damage amp on her, and then you get the, like,
yeah, but I can't
the 10-second
hit her
thing.
during
Well, a lot of people can.
You know.
I go Jade Lightning.
Range can hit her.
Like, you basically try to manipulate that in phase 2 and phase 3 so that she's got an 80% damage taken amp for as long as you can, and then you go to the 100%. I need to add that to my frames because I want to see who to bump on. Rotate.
This is pretty early. Yeah. Oh, look out.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nope, I was not out of it. I'm dead. Good luck, everybody.
Well, I mean, we're just dead then.
Well, this is the end of the fight, so.
Also, care with that that knock, because I was like right next to you when you knocked it.
If you get fixated by the scarabs, like, are you good to just, like, they gonna be pulled in and I can just go soak orbs, or should I probably still, like...
I think as long as you... What you don't want to do is if you get fixated, and especially if you're ranged, run it away so that War has to, like, chase it. Don't do that. That should be obvious, though. But otherwise, I think for the most part, we knock it in if you can, and otherwise you kind of trust Wara to grip them. And
I
control
would
them.
say don't knock at all, unless you're like here in relation to me, like you're all the way out here and I am, you know, sorry, not there, here. Just because like right there, for example, I believe, I don't know who's, I think it's Kovas's knock, not sure, but I had Slappy running and they were they were all grouped up, and then knock happened and it pushed it away from me. But
yeah, I mean that's fine too. I think a knock, if it's like out there, does make sense, which I think you also agree with.
Yeah, if it's all the way out, because I will always be like here, like somewhere in this area with the ads. So if it's all the way out here, then yeah, I don't care. You can knock them. That's fine.
And they're also fully CCable, correct? Like the stuns and stuff. So like once they're under the boss, we can. Are you playing something like Ursul's, Kovassis?
Of course.
So like once they're grouped under boss, I think you just drop Ursul's, and then we can like stun them even, and just like stop thinking about them for the most part.
I never stopped thinking about the ads as free damage.
That's fair.
Delta, would you rather I drop my orb on that side or on like right or left of green?
If
You're coming in from the right, right?
Yeah, I'm coming in from the right, but as soon as we link up, we're going to drop orbs as well, right? So my thought process is if you put it on the left, then when we link, you'll still be on the left, so there's going to be 2 orbs there, and then we flip and I just get both of them.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, after you drop your orb, Kelly, you Delta should probably just try and get
5,
the web as soon as
4,
possible, just to get
3,
used to it.
2, 1.
I think that's a good idea.
I think our health pools are enough that not really going to make a difference.
Is that just the person getting caught every time, or is that just that?
My macro to put Angelic Feather under me is going to miss some of the
Rotate. That's good. And red's dead in front. So remember those red orbs? Oh, I'll go. It's fine. We got 2 orbs, or do we have all 3? We got 3.
Yeah, but I haven't been. We've been blocked from getting closer. Like Kate can't get close in. She's being zoned out by blue people.
Let me look at the VOD.
So we're supposed to be the frontmost.
You guys are the front one. Yeah, that is the trickiest one. Is the front one because you kind of just almost by default are going to be close crowded to the blue team. So
just run into them, assert dominance. Fuck it.
One thing I can already say immediately though. So remember, there's going to be. This should be like the. So we can how to put this best. So there's going to be red orbs for blue team to soak, mainly in that area, right, with those pings. And so ideally, the ones close to the bosses, it should be like the tanks and raisins and Aiden and the melee that are soaking these ones up here. So some are going to be at the back. That should probably be ranged that get those. But there's going to be some that are there because our Hate Carly Evoker team has to pop a web bomb there, and there's going to be orbs that they cannot soak. So blue ranged, so Ellie, not Delta, Ellie, Kovastis, I guess it's mainly on you two. There's going to be red orbs back in this area that you guys have to go soak. Hasn't really been an issue yet because they haven't.
That's where I've been going, yeah.
Before that, but eventually those orbs will explode and kill people. So make sure that these ones are your and Ellie's focus. And then if there's too many, ultimately, some people will have to, some melee will have to go back and soak them. But for now, we're trying to get the ranged blue to go soak.
Yeah, if blue's running up to soak the reds that are here, you don't have to worry about those because Delta's going to rotate around and get them. So blue being in this area might also be zoning Hate out from getting across. Because you're coming across the left side, right? Hate, that's yours. That's what's happening, right? Yeah, someone's trying to get these. The only blue that should be there, I think, is Delta. But so did you see multiple blues there, or was it just one?
So there was one blue there, it looks like.
Okay, because that's Delta. He's rotating to get my orbs, but
so I
he
think
should be far enough. Maybe I could drop it further back too. Maybe that would help. Maybe I'll drop my orb back here instead of up there.
Excuse me. It was basically the 2 reds there, and then another red there that I think was probably Carly's from the rain that needed to be soaked, and then all the others that were still up. There was a blue there, and then a couple reds there. But those, I believe, should all be middle players. So Wa, Delta, Ghost, Kelly. Those are orbs that you 4 are responsible for, I think.
No, I'm just trying to figure out who's zoning Hate out. But if it's Delta, he's going to be there. But I guess what I could do is I could be further back, where I'm standing now.
Yeah, so that is... I may have to restart them. I have them running, but... that is what I was talking about with Ghost at the very start. So these markers here for you two are just guidelines. I think it might be that you both have to take a couple steps back to give Carly and Hate a little bit more room.
Here, just put the purple marker on me. Unless these are useful for something later.
They're not. This is all for initial web positioning. I was gonna
just
get rid of
Ghost and I can play 5-8 yards further back and still have range.
I'll just mark you instead. And then I'll mark, I guess, you or Delta want the other mark?
For what?
Kelly? I'm gonna
mark
remove the
me
green
because
and
he's
okay.
waiting till I'm in before he pops, so it's probably easier.
I'm a diamond. Woo.
Okay, right, back to diamond.
And then
Go off, Rihanna.
Check on box, right?
Wana.
Wana?
Rihanna.
Yeah, Moana.
It did sound more like Moana.
Great movie.
How about Beyonce?
Did
It's
we
a
want
Rihanna
Ellie
song.
marked or Delta marked?
I know. I'm just thinking of other names we could make for Wall.
I thought she said
Wally.
Delta, right?
No, mark
Oh,
me because
sorry.
he's watching to see when I
misheard
go
that.
in.
Flocka Flocka Flame.
Oh, that's good.
Waz Khalifa.
All right, that's good. That's good.
Just so you know, like, this is fairly tricky to coordinate, but
5,
kind of
4,
this phase is
3, 2,
more or less
1.
a repeat of this twice. It's not strictly true, but
It's gonna be 30 minutes between pulls going forward too.
I mean, we can chain pull with this life if you want.
I think it's
Fighting.
It seems like it's pretty complicated, but it is funny that my experience with this boss is hit the boss for 45 seconds and then die, and I can't do anything.
Yep. I mean, you I don't think can really have a job in this part.
Yeah. Let's get those ones way back there.
I didn't even think
So that should be the range.
All right, you guys did. I killed
Okay,
Ghost
so we
because I was
have-
knocking the beetle.
Yep.
We
Okay.
should have had it.
Okay. So that's essentially how that first thing should work.
I thought my character had a
Did
fucking
the
heart
orbs
attack.
back here explode or did they get soaked? The two red
I saw
ones.
somebody run out and grab them.
Ellie got him.
Yeah. So wait. So getting a third kills you, right?
No.
No,
Getting a fourth.
you can getting a fourth kills you.
Oh, the weak word is just wrong. So because of the nerf.
Yes, because
Okay.
that nerf.
I think I also only went to 2 stacks, and I think I soaked 3 orbs. Like I did 1, waited, and then got 2.
I
It will
heard
it can fall.
It
I
can
heard
fall
it
off.
sound
Yeah.
when I soaked 3. Like
And
I
that's
got
the thing that you
unicorn
could-
after I soaked my 3rd.
Is there a way we can change that weak word and not do that?
Not really.
That's fine.
Weak aura is it? Same one.
Something in Northern Sky that's yelling at me when it says don't get a third.
Run it back. We should actually get the first stun on the next one now.
So after that part, basically we're going to kind of repeat this in one of 2 random spots. So basically, Sky Spinner is going to port kind of in this area or to this area, and then we're going to repeat the whole next section with a couple variations that I guess I'll tell after we are getting there, because it's mainly for 2 people. So
do we like let's say we get through the first, do we have to go under the boss and soak again to get orbs again, or do we keep the same color the entire fight once
no,
we get
so
to
we're
orbs?
once you get a color, you are that color the whole fight.
So I will not dream breath over or dream flight over the entire raid.
You're so fucking brave.
Any baked food pillars in the chat? Are we going
This guy
under
thinks we're gonna
orbs?
live for 3 minutes.
Bro, the fight's 45 seconds long, so we don't really need it.
He's gonna put that shit down at some point.
The boss dies in 45
Yeah,
seconds.
we got 2 more
Actually-
pulls.
I'll do it after.
It's actually so funny that
5,
Blink,
4,
like blinking over
Does
some of the
that,
other.
yeah.
2,
My
1.
character just had a heart attack, as far as I know.
And my corpse just happened to appear 10 yards behind you.
Yeah. Corpse actually also happened to press plus.
Well, no, I did that while I was
I'm
alive.
not a corpse
It wouldn't
yet.
work.
I need to press fucking shield and not Angelic Tether. It's not gonna go on me.
It's really funny how much that's muscle memory if I'm talking on
Spread.
full.
Rotate. As you're coming out. Couple more orbs. Webs should be popped. Can blast the ad while we're waiting. Looks like Kate died, so we lost one. So see, in this case, so Sky Spinner jumped over there, so we're gonna beta frontal here, and then we're gonna go stack over on a new Sky Spinner position. Is our next little bit.
This fight is so funny.
Yep. I haven't done anything yet. 45 seconds, the boss charges in the wall, and I die. Like 20
Meanwhile,
times in a row.
I don't think I stand still and heal much at all
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah,
like,
I know
run
you guys
here,
have a
run
tough
there,
job.
run
It's
here,
just
run
funny
there.
that for most of us, we have not done a single thing yet.
I just apply Wither to both bosses, and then I just kind of walk around.
Okay, so this next little bit, since I'm confident we're gonna get there, so charge is gonna happen. Sky Spinner's gonna port. Let's say it is over to this skull position again, but it could also be that side. But what's going to happen is, so charge is going to happen. We're going to bait a frontal. It should be, I believe, a blue frontal, which we ideally want to bait over there. I think that's right, but regardless. And then we move over towards skull. So then we're going to get another set of rain. So we're going to have another set of orbs to spawn. So this is tricky for essentially the blue middle players, so that's Wa and Delta. So what's happening is basically the rain is spawning bombs, which we're going to soak, and then a frontal is also, or sorry, the rain is spawning orbs, which we want to soak, and then a frontal is being baited on blue. So these blue players are standing over by Skull, and what most groups do is they have two mages, and the blue mages are standing out there, Wa, and you just ice block and don't spawn any orbs. And so if the frontal is baited on you, because what's also happening in this overlap is that web bombs need to be baited essentially right after this whole sequence, like almost immediately after. And so I am not 100% sure if Turtle prevents the orb from spawning. Do you know yet, Delta?
I don't know 100%, but it should.
So if that's the case, then all we need to have happen is you and Wa are basically going to be on that ping, baiting a frontal in that direction. So the frontal either goes there or there, and all the red teams are safe. And then it's just a rotation, like normal for most people. So it would just be blue rotating on outside, red rotating as soon as I get pings on inside. And the middle web bombs, so the Ghost and Kelly ones, are same position. And then the 3 red people that are baiting web bombs that we don't use are going to bait on like Skull, I think is probably where we want them. And then everybody else, or not everybody else, Hate is baiting hers there on the wall to pop.
Okay,
so all that's happening is middle web bombs are same spot as normal. Useless web bombs are going to be, I think it's around Skull, but that might not be the exact position, just because I'm not 100% sure on the exact port location yet. And then the Evoker, the Hate bomb, is going to be just ahead of wherever the useless bombs are, over by the wall.
I was just going to say the one thing that Kelly would then need to be aware of is that if I'm over here doing this on the second one, then I'm going to be coming from the opposite side that I am for the first web bomb. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, and you guys will figure that out pretty quickly as soon as like we're actually getting there.
And that's just mirrored if the bosses are good. It's the same thing.
Yes. Because they're not going to charge, like first charge is going through there, obviously. And I
Food
believe
buff.
second charge will go. I just wish I had endless pings, like that way. Just rotated. The exact location of the like red useless bombs and the hate bomb over here on the side is not super important. The important thing about this second bait is that they are directly on the wall, because we're going to have blue people that are basically skirting along the edge to soak red orbs, and we just don't want them to have to like potentially run through a bomb on accident and stuff like that. And Pip is good, so we are good.
Use your external macro wall.
Oh fuck! I don't have that bound in this.
5,
yeah.
4, 3.
I mean, I could
2,
also, if it doesn't
1.
work, I could spell word you, I guess. I just wouldn't have Bop to like save people for a later mechanic problem.
That's definitely doable because like it's like an even split on mages that do or don't take ice cold for this. So you're right. A lot of people do what you're saying.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think it's necessary. I think you can get to your bait spot fine without doing that, but it's easier if you can just block out there.
You guys should try and break like now, Kelly.
Couple more red orbs, couple more orbs of all types to soak.
If we end up in that position, we're dead. If we end up in that position, do you want to break it? Just, I'm not
Yeah, because that's what I was starting to run over to do.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to get in the web. Because since we're so far back now, you're like dropping your red thing and then you're taking a step back. So when I soak it, I'm naturally in front of you.
Actually, should be taking a step forward because I've been just outranging myself every single pull.
Okay. Yeah, just whichever you want to do, we'll keep it consistent.
Yeah. I've just been breaking it every time, so I was like, I gotta get around him. We're just playing chicken at the door.
I mean, honestly, I think this first phase seems fairly easy, though.
It is. We just need to keep getting reps.
I sure hope this fight doesn't get any harder at all.
I mean, I would say first phase is pretty easy. Honestly, I think second phase is also quite easy. I think the only hard phase on this fight now is the third phase.
That's fair. I feel like that makes sense.
That gets harder.
Most
it does, but that's mainly because of a... So the web vortex that sucks you in, if you remember that mechanic, it's like... There's a lot of, like, kind of edge cases in the... Not really, but, like, it will seem like there's a lot of different possibilities on how you have to play that mechanic in the third phase, which I think will make it fairly tricky to learn.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spreading. Rotate.
So annoying.
Should have your bombs. And get ready to burn.
We did it!
Okay, we're going to the first side now. We'll go to frontal here first. Spread. So, actually, I think I'll have to look. Like it might be the least if it comes to this side. Oh! Where'd they go?
I'm stepping on dead.
Is there a red click here? Yeah, you can also step on that.
I can see him under the grass.
Oh, the next bait comes out late.
Do the orb just spawn whenever the green circles and that's it?
For you guys, yeah.
So after we play the charge through stun, you want red to be on the left side of the room, generally speaking.
I mean, you're not moving anymore. You're, but yes, red will be on the. Wait, from your position, I guess it's left side of the room.
Well, from looking into the room right now, I'm just like
Yes.
Okay. Because I am standing on the right side for the break, and then I can move over to the left.
So we
red
basically
drops
just
there.
need to move faster after that stun is over, is all. We will still be over there to spawn that second set of rain orbs. So we probably will just use, like, Pip your Wind Rush there. So after the
Wind
charge.
Rush where?
Basically, at the end of the damage amp, make sure Wind Rush is down so we can grab that, and then head over to whichever side is new, or Sky Spinner's on.
Yes, ma'am.
So if she jumps over there, Hate, since we won't have enough markers, it would basically be... We basically just want the useless orbs towards the back being like this exit of the room. So like useless ones would be there, and then yours would be just ahead of it on the wall. Oh, nope, I'm dumb. Sorry, I got my sequence wrong. So we will play a second rain here. It's the third rain that I'm thinking of that we play over on one of the sides. But that's fine. Like, that's just drop them on whichever side. Red or blue you're on, rotate, and then after that we move.
So the third rain is the immune set for me and the mage?
Let me just double check since I already misstated it once. Yes.
Okay.
I could also probably just... Yeah, we'll see how it feels. I'm just thinking if I can just take Ice Cold and just play with the group and then still get back out in time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is Ice Cold just better defensively for the rest of the fight?
Yeah, well, because I can keep playing with the 70% DR anytime something is squeaky. So, like, when I'm out there in Narnia with a web, I just don't take damage.
That makes sense. Good spread. Rotate. Get rid of it. I'm not sure I'll do it. Sure you're hitting the correct boss, and then loosely spread on your side. Let's get rid of the
There's a red guy here.
Yeah, we're the people that have
rotate.
Have the web.
My God.
Oh, you should have boss back there, or a garage back there. Yeah. And then we'd be over on our side.
Oh, Hayden, Kelly,
oh no! Oh no!
So this is where I go out now, right?
And so now, yep. So if you're immuning out of the middle, if you're a middle person, you want to be out there now. This is a normal soak.
Yeah, I don't spawn a bomb with that.
Okay. And then now bombs are spawning, so you would need to be in your spot now. And then if we play our next charge. Did Skynspinner move off the wall a little bit though? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Like, kind of walked around.
I should have the big jude, right? Like after the stun?
I mean, let me double check. I think I just took a second piercing is how I died there.
For Hayden Kelly, after the web
nope,
break, hey, could you rescue Kelly back to the group? So
I can go around the back, that's fine. So what happened is I went around the back, I got over here, and then we did the rotation, and I didn't rotate, so that was on me.
I'm just saying.
I think anyone died, just everyone saw it happening and went,
I didn't kill anyone. No one killed me.
No, you didn't.
We made it work.
So why am I
But yeah,
dying
no, I...
is the thing.
When did you die? Let me see.
I soaked orbs, and then I died from Touch of Death, which I think is the you don't.
Oh, my bad.
You soaked too many?
3.
Because
well, if one
you
popped
could,
and he was at 3,
yeah, so
it would kill him.
yes, what Kitchen is saying. So I actually do not have that
Okay,
last
so,
pull.
like-
But yes, if we miss, so how it works if you're unfamiliar. So if we do not soak an orb and it expires, it's going to pop and apply that to basically everyone. And so what Kitchen is saying is correct. If you're at 2 stacks and it pops, you go to 3 and you're technically fine still. If you're at 3 stacks and it pops, you go to 4 and you die.
So we missed an orb.
So
that's why.
we probably missed an orb, is what it sounds like.
Burning Raid.
Not my fault.
No, not everyone got a stack when you got your 4th, so I think it was your fault.
You could rescue me there, hey. The whole back area is clear. So Wa is all the blues like on the boss. Wa's a little further back, and then I'm like back here, and the whole back room is clear.
Wa should
So,
be the
like,
farthest person from.
He's
should
the
be
furthest blue out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just get behind him, and then I'm safe to run back there. So if you want to rescue, it's a pretty clear shot once I'm behind Wa.
I think the
Just-
only blue between you and like the group over here is Delta, right?
Yeah, but he moves in pretty early, so I don't have to step back that far to get out.
Yeah, what Wa is saying I think is correct. It did not apply an extra stack to anyone else. So what probably happened, so I've mentioned this before, but maybe not tonight. So one of the big reasons why we want to be well spread on the reigns is so that we're not spawning double orbs, which are very hard to tell if they are 1 or 2 orbs, like if you're hard stacked on another person during rain. So 1, we just need to make sure we're spreading on the rain a little better, which will get better over time. But 2, a way to be able to spot that is, if you have noticed, above all the orbs, red and blue, there are basically like daggers. And so those you can at least a little bit better see if it's a double. If there is a double, there's going to be 2 daggers popping up from the same spot. And that means there's 2 orbs there, and if you have two stacks already, that orb you cannot soak, or that pair of orbs you cannot soak. That is what I think probably happened to you then. It's actually crazy how much the orb nerf, like how big of a nerf it is. Oh, I didn't realize that, Delta. Like, they are there for so long.
I think that's the visual indicator to know when the 10 seconds is up.
That would make sense.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You do that.
You are just standing in the middle of the room.
It's danger right there.
So they get the other mark, which I think probably means we just wipe.
No, we'll play around.
Run to the middle.
I got eyes on him.
I'm killing you, Kelly.
Okay. Wow, that felt a little personal.
You're just the closest red.
I saw that a dead body on the ground doesn't matter, but Kelly and her
It, like,
angel form
sometimes
does
does.
matter.
Well, I mean,
I like
isn't
walk over dead bodies, and sometimes I'm just fine, even if it's the other color.
it's supposed to apply the mark of death, right?
No, it gave him the mark of death because he never got a mark.
That's you're saying it gave Keats that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I think that's different from when a red or a blue person dies in the normal course of the fight.
I mean, I guess I am not sure. I thought that it still counted as basically both marks, but I could very easily be wrong.
Oh, like, so if I'm, red, die 2 minutes into the fight, then it treats it like I have a mark of death?
No.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I was just
I
responding
mean,
to
I think if you die, if you're blue, yeah, you're blue, right? Yeah. If you're blue and you die in the fight, it will just treat your corpse as blue, as far as I understand.
Okay. I thought it didn't do that because I swear that would make this.
Maybe it doesn't. It was like that on PTR, and I guess I'm not sure if it's like that now.
Go outside for breaks. We can test it.
Oh, let's do one more.
Go
If
more,
Keith is
yeah.
back, if he's still DC'd,
Is he back?
then I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, it was just a very brief, like, lag spike.
We'll do one more.
By the
and then
timer
we'll
it
do
started
break
and I realized no one was moving, I was like, oh no.
We were playing an elaborate prank on you, and it worked.
Did we lose the two fastest?
then. I don't think so.
Why did I just press time?
Canceled my rainbow immediately, so I was concerned.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I saw the unknown bug again.
Yeah.
The unknown bug?
Like the Pokemon?
No, like it sends a message, but it just says it's unknown after like 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, all you missed was me saying I wanted a snack.
I saw snack, that's all I saw.
Sure, well spread and rotate.
So fun.
Still one orb done. One red one.
I killed Hate.
Should I be helping with the ads at all? Like I like light systems sometimes, but they don't. I don't know. They're like weirdo guys.
I'm honestly not sure how much CC we need on them.
It's
like,
just so fucked up when two of them spawn out on like Miwa and Kelly.
Yeah.
Well, that time I actually had a pretty good knock on them.
I mean, it was a good knock, and then it was like the third one killed Hate, so they were all out on us. Wait, did the third one kill Hate?
No.
No, she got hit by the frontal.
Oh,
that
okay, by the
killed
frontal.
Hate.
We'll do break though. I'll take a look and give it a think or something. So they don't appear to retarget after they are stunned, right? The scarabs.
I don't think so.
I don't
right?
think so.
It's only a death or a combat drop, like an Invisifane, I think, or Vanish.
Yeah, like that's what I saw in the VOD, but I wasn't sure. If that's the case, I mean, I think we can probably throw like 2 stuns at them and then just whatever our 2 longest like AoE stuns are, and then be done with it. Which I forget what they are at this point.
You're not gonna really have mine because ads are surrounded by blue. So it's really gonna be who's in blue.
I mean, I think also what's happening is I'm just making sure this is actually happening and not in my head. Like, I think we could have the ads. So basically the ads could be sitting on Skynspinner in the charge line instead of over on the blue side only. Because like, why are we making it so half our melee can't hit them? So I think it's kind of a small positioning thing that will help more than anything. So like, let's see if people are back. So this is mainly for Wara, but anyone should kind of know. So Skynspinner ideally never moves from there. And so that's where our charge is. And so our last charge line should be there. And so I believe everybody can essentially stand in the charge line after that, right? Because you don't get hit.
Yeah.
So, and what's happening right now is you're gathering the ads right there, Wara. And part of that's on me because I am moving a Nerub-ar unintentionally when I'm moving to soak orbs. But I will play that better. And then what should happen with the scarabs is instead of stacking them over here on a Nerub-ar where only blue can hit them, you want to stack them on Skynspinner where everyone can hit them. And it'll be in the charge line, but like I said, everybody will be safe and like okay to go in that. And those ads are going to die faster.
How do you pronounce Skynspinner's second name, Growlus? First try.
So bear in mind, I don't play with sound, so I have no idea if they say. I'm going to say
many times.
Many times.
Takaj.
Are you working with them, Takaj?
Is it actually Takaj?
Yeah.
It's like kind of easy to pronounce. You just look at the words.
Taka's J.
Kind of easy to pronounce. You just look at the words.
I mean, yeah, it's very straightforward.
How do you know it's that? Because the way it is.
Well, I mean, sure, like, it's pronounced how it's spelled, but
5,
you could also give
4,
about 1 million
3,
counterexamples where that's not true.
1.
So, like, spreading. Rotate. Soaking. And then good. Skynspinner. So they can be even like more on Skynspinner. And then you're blasting. Wow.
That was the only safe spot of my circle left. I'm sorry.
Spread. rotate. And then we'll move. Okay, not bad.
Ghost just kind of anticipate because the charge line is always to the right of where we're popping, and I want to just blink over there. But if you're 10 yards to the left, I can't.
We're wiping. Yeah.
Oh,
That's the quickest way to die.
No, that's fair. I thought dragon flying through the boss at me.
It was like, I'm playing the game.
Yeah, I was like, I finally get to hit my buttons. It was exciting.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Thank you.
I didn't expect it to be over there, so yeah, I can.
No, yeah, the charge line. I think it's just across the circle, pointed it to Kaj, right? Is that how it works?
Heck is
I mean, as far as I'm aware, yeah, that's what it seems on.
Back in J.
Tech is J.
Alright, fixing. We were fixing back.
Dip, how many microplastics do you eat in a day?
Probably like a lot of them.
At least 2.
I just completely fucking ruined this.
I read that everyone eats a credit card worth of microplastics in a week, and I think that's a funny measurement.
It's a false statistic. Actually, credit card George eats like 17 credit cards a day.
And he throws off the mean for everyone.
I mean, it's like, because it's like, if you eat one credit card, that doesn't count the actual credit cards I'm eating every week.
Yeah, so you definitely skew it up, for sure.
I eat way more than that.
I have a sticker like out right on the edge of my cube at work that says I eat microplastics, and people will come up and be like, "Well, actually," I'm like, "Buddy, please don't get into this."
I mean, you have it up.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm stating a fact. They don't have to tell me that the fact is a fact.
No, I'm looking at the VOD because I'm confused by something.
I was fixing something, so I was not reading chat.
I know I'd be back quick.
When is
I
the
thought we were
race
going to talk about the fight for a minute. I thought I had time.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm confused why. So like we are supposed to soak that. We are supposed to play and soak that second rain there, and when you watch guilds do it, Skynspinner doesn't move like she's moving for us. I think it's mainly because we're just slow on that whole set. But I really don't know why she's moving as much as she is. I guess let's keep seeing it. For that second set of orbs, just go ahead and roar every time, Kavastus. See if we can get through that whole set faster. Because it seems fairly minor, but I think it's actually going to be quite annoying if she moves consistently there. I have no idea what you're asking, Carly.
We're applying the hate. That's a Sunday's one.
Oh, the one guy who always can battle res doesn't have those people on his frames.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rotate on this one. That's pretty good spot. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Sorry, I thought I canceled that.
Bonk! Looks like we have to walk over each other.
I committed a hate crime against Delta.
It'd been a lot funnier if it was hate.
No, that was full on 9 of 11. I flew right into that tower. Like that's on me.
There's a reason the ability is called Betrayal.
A second evoker has flown into the tower.
Exactly. I thought I made like a really short dream flight, but then I just kept going. I was like, oh shit.
I need to
I still think that ability for every evoker spec is a fucking social experiment.
Which one?
Can someone click on this back
The
here?
one where you go flying. It was funnier in Dragonflight when everyone is still learning the range.
Also, you
It's,
couldn't control it.
There's two of them. There's Deep Breath and Dreamfly. So I've got two of those buttons
They're
that I
the
can
same
click.
thing.
No, I've got two different. I got two zooms.
Yeah, I know. But they're the same. They are the
Are
same
you actually
ability.
summoning somebody, Ghost? Or...
No, I was hoping that putting that there would despawn this one that I put directly where I want to play the game.
That is weird.
I think maybe we should just put more. Yeah.
Yeah. What if we just have closets like all over the room? Surely we can use that in some way.
5,
Closet
4,
tech.
3, 2, 1.
Good spread.
Oh.
Stacked up. Pretty good. And where is going to be your roller to Vestus. And good spread.
Delta, you have to...
Yeah, sorry.
And then for Vestus, rotate. Soak him, and then as soon as we soak, we just keep on rotating and head over to us. So basically, how it should work is we are still rotating clockwise. I mean, you can, I guess. It doesn't really matter. This would be spread. This is line Delta in the middle of the room building, getting ready for the mid stuff, or the weapon stuff.
Ah! But I have an extra ball.
I'm not sure.
I saw the circle on me.
Wait, am I stupid? Do I have to go out to the edge of the room again? I thought we only had to do that once.
No, you'll have to do it twice in this phase.
I had a blue circle on me the entire phase.
Aren't you blue?
Yeah, but I thought the circle only shows when the mechanic's happening.
It shows for
No.
the entire time.
It shows
sure
the
I have it
entire
there.
phase because that's what your overlap death radius is.
You get a green circle for the rain.
But you
maybe
still
I'm
have you
retarded.
still have the blue circle inside that green circle.
Yes, the blue circle's still inside the green circle, but you just get two circles.
It looked more prominent than usual. I might have been stacked on someone and not noticed.
I think there's texture on the floor, so I think some spots are. I don't think this is a flat floor, if that makes sense.
I mean, they're never like flat
Brawlers
floors, so yeah.
fucking rode me down on his horse. I could not get away. That was
Yeah.
so
Girls, so when Delta and Wa are baiting in the middle, I'm not baiting in the middle with them, right?
No, they're just because it's a blue.
They're
frontal,
doing my first job, basically.
Is
They're
it
basically
okay if I'm with the blue group if I can get back out in time?
that is fine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I think the flip, yeah, okay, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, if both of you can get back out in time every single time, and it's not like a huge burden, then I think that probably simplifies things. But that's kind of up to the two of you.
Okay, so I'm with the group still, and I'm not baiting in the middle for that one.
You're never baiting in the middle because
Well,
you
except for the very
because that's a blue. Yes, sorry. So on that third reign, you
Right.
are not baiting in the middle because it's a frontal that's baited on blue players. Just watching the replay real quick, seeing how I ran Ghost down.
Oh, you ran him down.
I'm just the person farthest in the back of the line, and I'm just using Burning Rush running away, and you're just running at me on a horse.
Okay, so there where you said keep rotating. So like if we do, so like the boss moves, but we do one rotation for
that's
the
thing
orb.
that I think is a little unclear, but
And then, so it's like if we're going around a clock, we go around 6 once, right, to collect orbs, and then you're just saying just do another 6 to get to the opposite side of the boss.
I think there might be an easier way to do it. That's what I'm looking at now.
Okay.
So on that third rain, it's like I'm baiting here, and then the mage is going to bait behind me then, or?
No, I'm going to be in the group.
Y is going to be in the group. So say it's on Skull side, he's going to be just over on that second ping with the rest of the blue. And you, it kind of depends. Like if Y can make that journey from there over to there just fine every time, then like that's great. He just plays over there and then gets to the middle to bait the web bomb. If you can do that too, you can also play over there and then, I don't know, disengage or whatever to get out there and bait the web bomb. That I think is overall a tiny bit simpler. It's just more movement for you.
I can try that. I think it'd just be more reliable if I was out there to begin with.
Yeah, and that's fine. So if you're playing it out there, you'd basically be kind of over in that general area, and you turtle, not spawn an orb, and then if it's baited on you, then you're fine.
Got it. Okay.
And I'm still his partner to do the web break split thing, right?
Yes.
And it's still going to be two of them, one in front of the other?
Two of them, one in front of the other. Yes,
Like,
so it'll still be,
there,
so
one there.
if it's over towards, if she jumps over to Skull, it'll basically be, Ghost and Wa there, you and Delta, and then the Evokers. Yeah. So same general pattern.
Same things. Okay.
So I do need to get out here in time to actually bait the web bomb
Well,
spawning, or just to pop it?
If Delta's
No.
already
So,
out there,
so nothing changes. The web bombs are still baited on the red players. So it's still going to be Kelly and.
So it's just getting out there in time to pop.
So I
the
am
stretch.
still out here baiting.
Yes, sorry. So this, I realize now this has been confusing. So basically, Wa and Delta, you're out here. So like the sequence of events here with the charge is fairly quick. And so the problem is if you can't make it out here, which it sounds like you can, Wa, but if you can't make it out here, then you would be out here baiting a frontal on Kelly and Ghost, potentially, who are sitting here baiting a web bomb.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah,
It's not that it switches.
No,
and
I
now
think
blue
I
players are
latched
baiting.
onto just a smite or slight.
Yeah,
speed.
sorry, I realized
fine,
now that
you're
was
fine.
probably confusing.
You're fine.
But yes, Kelly, Ghost, you're still the ones baiting the web bombs. All that stuff is still the same. And then finally, back on the second rain. I think we probably just do what everyone else is doing. It seems like we could change it, but I guess we're not going to attempt to fix something that's not broken. So what that means is for second rain, so it's still basically played by where Sky and Spinner is now. So blue's over on this side, red's over on this side. We spawn the orbs from the rain. We do a full rotation. Blue will be rotating on the inside to soak these, and red will be rotating on the outside to soak those. And then all that needs to happen is red, like once you have soaked those, you just keep going. And what we want is for red to go all the way over to that side. So you just rotate fully around and then end up over kind of by star.
Red's playing to the inside of the room,
And
so
it's
they can go to
and
two
it's
different sides.
is it the opposite for the other way? So like whoever's closest to the boss just moves through the boss, right? That's pretty much what we're doing, right? We're just moving. Like if the boss teleports over here, we just move through. The red moves through, and if it teleports over here, does blue move through, or no?
We basically want blue to end up on the exit side on both sides.
Okay.
So, can you mind Sooth? So yeah, so if they go over towards this side, it'll just be blue rotates and heads over here after they soak. and then it would be red rotates, and then ends up over on that side.
Oh. Wait, were you just pinged or where you just were?
Where I just pinged, sorry.
Oh.
So
I
rain
just
3
ran out
for
of horses,
red
so I didn't want to go.
is either there or there.
Yes.
And then where am I dropping my web bomb? It's skull and or that
You're
one, I
not.
guess?
You're not dropping a web bomb, right? Or wait, you are. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. You're dropping the
'cause I-
the useless.
I'm not dropping the
web
useless
bomb.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just be essentially. I guess I can mark it for now since I removed some of the marks. So if it's, let me do these a little better. So on right side, it'd be like skull-ish is where you're dropping it, Carly. The useless one's skull.
But like
and
I
then-
just dropped rain there too, right? So I drop rain and then drop web bomb at skull, and then I have to go pop another one, right?
You're not dropping on skull. I mean, it's just there's
The third
lot
rain.
of
Third rain. Okay, so I'll back up. Third rain is either here or there for red. Yes.
I mean, I think the exact location is like red third rain will be on this entrance side of the room.
So it's back here or here.
Yes.
Okay. So I've dropped my rain. Then the web bomb happens like 5 seconds later. So I go to skull, drop my web bomb.
Yes, since you're a useless one.
Yes, since I'm a useless
Or
one.
triangle.
Then
triangle, let's say.
yes. Okay. Or ahead. Okay. So then I've dropped my useless one. Now I have to go pop
And the
one.
useful one is
Eights is
basically
going to be
by
star
diamond.
or diamond, right?
Yes.
Okay. I understand where I have to go.
I understand it now.
I mean, I think this is much more complicated to explain like this than just to kind of play and see, to be honest.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Rotating.
I fucked up. No,
Like
might be able to
recoverable fuck up?
play
or-
it?
I
No.
mean, do we don't have a
no, we don't have to go up there. I didn't realize
It's
it
in
pooped
Narnia.
if I stand and then.
It's fine. You can just
That was a good one. Ad spawned on me and an ad spawned on. And we're just like, I guess these are ours now. Yeah, really ugly one.
I don't know why I released. You can summon, I guess. Whatever, Pep's good.
I'm sorry, Marty.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good spreads. Rotate and soak.
We're good.
I'm trying to get the ads on Sky Spinner if we can. I guess they're good blasting. Spread on either side. And then we're going to rotate and soak. And keep going, and as soon as you soak, you just keep rotating over towards Sky Spinner. And you don't stop. I just want to make sure
One under the boss. I can't get any more.
Yeah. I think it's actually bad to spawn in that, like, directly under the boss. And so then Kelly's already left there, it's fine. We have to go frontal bait, and then blood bonds are baiting. I mean, I think that spot's fine, Ghost, but you could also be behind Kelly, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Ghost, no!
We do have, I'm not sure who spawned that one there. I think that might have been the Evoker one. I'm not sure. I'll have to see.
Where did you ping? The one on Skull?
Might have been.
There was one like
so it was just a random
yeah, that's also a good point.
So on that second one, it doesn't have to be the same spot. It should be.
No, it's a
No,
line
but
relative
it's-
to the boss.
Yeah, basically the easiest,
Like
like the least movement thing is, so if Sky Spinner is there, it's just going to be, that's the charge line. So like you're at the back of that charge line.
Sky Spinner. Basically, it's either red or bluish for mine.
Red or blue.
Yeah.
Slightly off from red, because basically whichever little pie slice
I
Sky
just mean,
Spinner's
like-
in
I mean,
it,
that is the
roughly,
closest marker
yeah.
for orientation, though.
I'll dial it in, but I just have to get out quicker.
Yeah, I mean, just be careful about spawning, like that second rain, because we're trying to soak and then move to a new location. We want to have like a nice clustered stack so they're quick to soak that way. And also what Aiden was saying, like if they're directly under the boss, like it's going to be hard to notice them. So like make sure, if we can, that you're not popping it like directly under one of the bosses. And then as soon as we soak, you're on the move. So as soon as you soak your 2 or 3, if you get, like, you can basically move, because, like, you're not really going to soak another.
Like
we just need more
barely
pulls on it.
ever even get the chance to soak, just because of.
Yeah, for middle people, it's a little different, yeah.
Even when we're grouped
good
after the amp, it's like by the time I get all the way around, because I'm the last person, there's like no blues left.
The soaking is fairly simple now.
We basically want to save all our defensives for when we're in
5,
final anyway.
4, 3, 2.
It's fucking scary.
Make sure you're in the circle we pulled a little early. No, just that.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we pulled early, so I think we threw people off. Were they not mine too? That I didn't actually check.
I think Laura dropped D&D like early.
No, mine is.
Doesn't count.
So weird. It just feels like I'm playing a completely different fight.
We are.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's For
I mean, I
people
think
without jobs, it's pretty snoozy.
I think the second phase will be more interesting for just most people because everybody's kind of playing the same fight there.
Yeah, once the web bumps are gone, it stops being.
Like the second mechanic is probably like decently fun to play.
Well, did you notice if that the pull before if that ad ended up changing target or to target back to me after I?
Oh, I didn't pay.
Every time I've seen it in a VOD, the stun has not caused it to retarget, but I don't know if like some stun is different.
I just step behind it, press blast wave, and stop thinking about it.
It does not retarget. I stunned one that was right next to me on me.
You just call me retard.
Yep. Came right back to me.
5, 4.
It's just Mortal
3,
Kombat sometimes makes
2,
things retarget.
Yeah, it very well could be different on some like CCs, so we can just test them all. Good spread. Rotate and soap.
Hard casting.
If you're doing it like perfect max range, so then I can't hit the boss.
And remember ads on Sky Spinner if we can.
Oh.
Oh, we broke. Or was somewhere.
Kelly exploded.
Kelly exploded.
No, I just kind of wanted. I should bring this up earlier, but can the other healers reach Wa and Ghost at all? Or even me?
Shot on range to get a invoker.
I've been totally. I did get a snack. I've been totally neglecting my own health because I'm closer to the group because I've been healing Wa and Ghost.
Like,
but if I'm also out of range, then I will do more things.
I think generally you should be the one babysitting, like you and Carly especially should be the ones babysitting all of the like middle groups. So
Carly's got little baby arms. I don't even.
I know, like that's why I meant you like first, but
Ghost and I were where AOE heals go to die.
Yo, Pip, Spec.
No, that's okay because I'm
that'll get better,
healing,
Marius, as we're like getting more precise positioning.
Yeah, especially with like I drop my orbs like what is it, like here, and then I loop all the way around the boss, so behind the boss, to pick up the orbs back there. So pretty much spending like 30 seconds running around the boss.
Yep.
I ran around to get orbs that time, and then just actually never picked any up. Like, someone was always in front of me.
I had that happen quite a bit. It's why, like, I think there is a debate to be had to, like, maybe soak specific areas, but I think that is probably more trouble than it's worth with the way the mechanic is now.
Yeah, the only things I'd say is, like, melee just don't get the orbs on their way through the boss. I don't know if they are now, but...
Well, I mean, I think generally melee should get the ones, like, close to the boss.
I mean, if we're starting here, and the other group's dropping here, and melee grab the orbs here, then that means the range then have to go all the way back to, like, behind the boss to get the orbs that are remaining. Because, like, their group one is dropping orbs. Like, there's, like, a ton of orbs back here. Like, there's usually, like, 6 orbs in this area. And that's usually what I end up getting.
Well, also what you may have noticed, and I haven't really brought up because it's just dangerous while we're learning, I think. So, like, blue's supposed to be running on the outside of the room. So, in actuality, red does not have to run on this part. If blue is doing what they're supposed to do, red can run through the boss. And so that is less movement. But if people aren't doing what they're supposed to do, then it will kill people.
Alright, I'm gonna go through the boss and we're gonna see if people are doing it right.
I like it.
It'll be pretty quick to find out if it's not.
But I mean, that is a thing groups do, is like at various points in the fight, one of red or blue group will get to run through a boss instead of like around.
Yeah, just because like if I could get back to like here by the time like the lines are going out, I'll definitely be able to help more. So like I will do that.
And that is like certainly a helpful thing, but like I think Kelly is ultimately responsible for like the middle people the most. So
2,
I can heal 2 people at a time, girls.
Well.
Oh, I used my cooldown on accident.
Oh no.
We won't kill it. The way.
It's red. Rotate.
I think Hate's gone.
Oh,
gone?
She's
I mean,
no, she's just standing here. And...
Her mouse died.
Maybe he missed out.
Warlock,
give me a hug.
I'm back here.
Yeah, so I think the entire first phase going through the boss is a red team thing. In later phases that is not true, but in first phase you can't go through the boss really unless you're red.
Is that you guys are moving the boss there, right? So like
I mean, it kind of just happens. I'm not like intentionally moving the boss, but
I just didn't know it was dangling, but at that point,
I mean,
like, I don't know, like does
I
like
have
the
an
dwarf need
Uber
to cut it? Does he need to cut it close there because he's gotta like stay like
well,
tight to the boss?
he has to stay. He's trying to stay close because he's trying to group scarabs close on like Skynspinner. So he also has a like positioning requirement, but he doesn't have to go directly under. I'm guessing, I did not check the VOD, but I'm guessing there were orbs like, what are the red orbs, I guess, for him, that were like under the boss that he is trying to soak since he's a blue, is my guess as to what happened. She posted it in Discord, I guess, about this.
She typed it.
Oh.
I missed food, didn't I? Oh well.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, well, I'm not gonna
You're not
drop
having
another.
food.
No, you should.
I'm not super concerned about boss
I have a
right
salty dog. It's okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I've potted twice tonight, so I'm not even sure why I dropped a cauldron.
Oh, yeah, the reason we haven't killed it.
I potted 3 times, girls. I got one up on you.
I just potted every time the boss was about to be stunned, and I like was confident it was gonna happen.
So
I had like
3 times?
9.
5.
No,
4,
there was a few times where like
3,
people died right before the
2.
webs blew up.
Make sure you're in.
Yeah,
A little
bro,
bit early.
D&D.
2 seconds is crazy work.
And
Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. I just.
It's okay. No, you take the one in the back, and
yeah, it's fine. Rotate.
It's very uncomfortable.
Coming.
we're gonna have to back up too, Delta.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a bad.
no.
We have
bait.
time.
That one might have been on me. Okay.
God. I
potted there. I was confident.
Oh, this guy.
You should not. As soon as I said it, I fucked up.
I thought you were recovering.
We kind of did, but then I stutter stepped when we were doing the dozy do because it should have been I should have gone on this side and you go on that side and it still would have worked. My muscle memory
frontal.
betrayed me.
I think the frontal ended up getting baited on me. So.
What determines where he charges to? Because like sometimes I
He
have to stop here,
charges-
sometimes I have to go way over there.
Wait, what? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
So the lot where he's charging to, he's charged like at that wall or where the boss is now, and then like there. So sometimes I have to run really far, and sometimes
I mean,
don't.
he charges to Skynspinner.
So it's based on where Skynspinner is every
But
time.
like Skynspinner doesn't really move.
Right, but
but
if I know
sometimes
it's
does
Sky
move.
Spinner, then I can.
Yeah, it's aimed at Sky Spinner. Yeah.
So it's okay.
But like most of the time she does not move, but sometimes she will move for I don't know why.
Although I think the reason it feels like it's off a lot is because the initial charge is it's just on a random like range play.
No, I only care about. I just want to know where I have to be for like the line break, because if I know it's on her, then I know I just have to be to the left for facing.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you are kind of hovering, not actually hovering, but just kind of hanging out around Sky Spinner, like in this area, you're probably in a good position for like where you're going to need to be for charge. Probably not quite that close since people are collecting, but...
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread. Rotate.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, we can work this. We can work this.
Well, no.
No.
Potting?
Oh, she's dead.
Okay.
No problem.
Oh.
Not potting?
Okay, I thought
So
Kelly and I could.
I think that might have... Let me see. I think
Frontal's
I know
based
what's
on
happening
me or hate, and
no, that's a blue baited frontal, unless I'm
Oh.
misremembering. But I'm pretty sure I know what's happening, so...
Did it bait on me?
Let me look at the VOD just so I'm not making stuff up.
The reason why I connected to the back orb was because with that frontal, I was like, oh, I'll just wait to pop the egg. So I just kind of like mashed in as close as I could, and I must have gotten closer.
Yeah, so what is happening? So it was either on me, Raisins, Wara, or Delta, I think there. Delta makes sense because he's headed towards the web pop thing. So I think the one danger of popping those web bombs super early is that if we get unlucky, Delta or Wa could bait on the web bombs. So like you just want to make sure wherever you two are, you're not somewhere that you're like gonna blast Kelly and Ghost essentially. But if it was on me, Raisins, or Wara, what we were doing, or what it looks like we were doing, is we were soaking the orbs that were in this area. But we don't have to soak those orbs that early, is the gist of it. We can wait for that frontal to bait over here, and then go soak those orbs, is all that needs to happen.
What was interesting was the frontal itself wasn't like directly on the web bombs. It was that me adjusting to that frontal caused me to get linked with the back group.
Yeah.
And that's where all the reactions came from.
So I think just in general, like, if you're... I need another res, by the way. If you're soaking these orbs, the red orbs, you can wait till that frontal is baited, blue team, and then go soak them. And then Wa and Delta, just be careful that you're not baiting on the web bombs. This fight reminds me a lot of Tendril in that
I was just thinking that.
there's a couple people, namely like ranged and healers, who have to do like the dispel mechanic is what I'm thinking of
5,
in the first
4,
phase, and so
3,
they're all focused on
2,
that, and then all the
1.
melee are sitting there just dodging tornadoes or doing nothing.
Can I go back to that?
Also P2 sort
Oh no, please no, I don't want to Syndrome again.
Spread. Rotate. Remember, blue bait first. And then you can go soak. Got it. And then be on your sides. I'm going to play Rain here in a second. I'm done with this. Good spread. And we have speed, and we're headed over towards Skyspinner.
There's that thing under the Nerub-ar still. I think I got it.
Okay, and then next bait is happening here soon. So blue team baiting over towards the right. We're on a good spot, it looks like. And then web bomb people baiting. There's a couple in the wrong spot, but that's probably because we have dead people. And then we have charge. Pretty good. Let's wipe it up.
Oh, it wasn't it. Sorry, Delta.
I'm dead.
I mean, we are essentially
we get
like
the idea, though.
we are 2 mechanics from seeing intermission, so we could see that in like the 3 pools or whatever we have tonight.
My brain's not working out how to get those orbs on the right side and myself on, or no, to get the orbs on the left side and myself on the right side. So I'm gonna just keep doing what I just now did and just be aware of you, and I'll move around you. Oh, and I need
Who are
another
you?
res.
Who are you referring to?
To Delta,
Okay.
because
Okay, so
I'm trying to
you're
put my orbs on the same side, and then I'm just gonna step away from them so you can run in. Because otherwise, my orbs are gonna be split.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay left anyway, and then I'll just run around you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you just head straight in.
Are you
I'll
talking
be
about
aware of
like
you.
after we do the
So-
charge?
The rain bait, I'm putting one orb out there, and then I'm moving over. What am I doing? I'm putting the orb here. And then, so I'm putting an orb to the left, and then I'm moving to the right to bait the web, and then I'm moving back to left so that when we web break, both of my orbs are on the same spot. But he's coming in from the left, so if you just go in front of me, I'll know you're there, and we'll be fine.
I was gonna say, if you drop the thing there and then stay like left, or stay right rather, and then I come in from the left, both of yours are gonna be on the right of me, right? So I just run right then. So
I
we're
guess
just
if
kinda
I, yeah, if I drop orb to the right and then bait to the left and then move back to the right, that should work.
Wait, how did I remove marks? One sec.
I think it makes most sense if we just get back there again and I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I understand how to put the orbs together and not be in your way, I think.
I can also take a clip of how me and Wa do it so that I always end up on the side with the red group after the charge.
So I think maybe a better way to think or to play this second rain is so basically blue team, whichever side, so say Skynspinner ports over to diamond, so that would mean, can you mind save? So that would mean blue team is over here, right? So I think what we want to do is basically we want to actually do the red team moves through the boss and the blue team moves clockwise around the boss. I mean, I think that will actually make this set easier. Because if you watch back the VOD of like how that is actually playing out, there's like basically we have orbs spread out over this huge area, and like for instance me and Pip is like rotating around the outside, but there's also a ton of orbs spread back here, and so like I am horsing around back there trying to get them. I mean, I think it will just make more sense if we say, so if it's over towards diamond, blue team's gonna rotate around here, and then red team just goes straight through boss, and then yeah, so moral of the story, sorry, this was a super confusing explanation. Red team, you're going through the boss. Blue team, you're going around the boss.
I mean, truthfully, you horse through me because I walk slowly, and also I wanted to stay to finish a cast. Not that I was taking.
I mean, that could also be part of it, but it seemed wide-ish too.
Ew.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After.
Yeah, why does that happen?
Yeah.
Boss.
He's
oh yeah,
So,
sorry.
like-
I forgot he was part of the team.
Why was it so far over?
That baited on a random player or something.
Which thing?
Like the line was further over. It was weird.
Like,
yeah.
The initial charge was over at start, so we had to move really far over.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like where he's coming from.
Yeah, we had to shift over quite a bit. I think that's why Delta died, because I just wasn't healing while I'm walking over there.
Well, let's see where people were.
I don't know if that's a huge issue, but it's just something to like be aware of.
Like, the only one... If that is true, it baited on Wa there. Like, he was the only one. Kelly was, like, kind of in a similar position, it looks like. But... I mean... It makes sense that it could be baited on someone. I do not know if it is, though. So I think we...
I'll just stay on the left side of our thing as we pop.
And you had to move because of the frontal, right?
Yeah, the frontal was like going this way, I think.
Yeah.
So
right.
I think that is something that's just fixed by a better frontal bait. But if it's baited on Wa, then like if the frontal is baited on Wa and he's over there.
Well, no, I waited until like over here until the frontal went off.
Okay.
Like I'm waiting for the frontal, then I'm moving into the web, but I think I need to just stay on like the left side of the web until he moves over, because then I can just blink over.
It's okay. I shouldn't die there again. I just need to internalize that if we have a big move, then I just need to be more responsible for my health.
I think you and I both had bugs too, didn't we? I definitely had bugs, so I was mostly...
You had a bug? I think I had a far away bug.
Okay.
One spawned on us and I just kicked it in before it even fixated.
Yeah, there was a bug trying to eat me.
5,
and I
4,
completely forgot
3,
you had health bar.
2, 1.
I strong blast waved it in before it even fixated.
I think you made strong blast wave, did you?
To them.
Yeah. Well, if it spawned on me, it's just so fucking far away.
Spreading.
Yeah, we'll
fade into it.
Figure it out.
You can finish collecting. Probably we can keep going. If we get arrows, yeah, we can keep going. And be on your sides. Ooh, that's not a res you take. Sorry, guys.
No, I'm a boss. Easy. Easy game, easy life.
I realized last second.
So we should
kind of murdered Delta, so this isn't good.
Ship is sinking.
And then you're over on Sky Spinner.
Why is war on that side?
Wait, did I kill somebody?
And then
How did I die?
Really, that was hilarious.
You're gonna stay.
Sorry, I was looking at the blue orb in the middle, like, maybe I should hit them. I was like, oh, there's
You
a
were
frontal
just
there.
standing there, and then you sprint. I was like about to run into you, and then you ran past me into you. I like stopped because I saw you there. Like, uh oh, and then you just fucking charged.
Ellie, I'm gonna clip this so you can see what me and Wa do.
For the
Why
first
were
one or
you
the second
where
one?
I was.
For the first one, so that like I always end up like where.
Oh no, the
Wa-
first one we're fine. It's the
Well,
second
no,
one.
but
that I
you're
was...
you're red on the right side, which is a little awkward. When all you could just do is like kind of rotate slightly differently when you're popping the orbs, and you'll already be on the proper side. Like you have enough time to get in, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm hesitant to change anything at 10:58 because my brain's already turned off.
I'm just gonna clip this. You can.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys can figure it out. if you
Delta
want
and I can talk about it when I have more brain cells.
Like it's fine because like I know you're there, so I just delay the blink until you run to the left when we're collapsing after the charge.
That message was filtered, Laura, just so you know.
Is he using no words?
I mean, shit. Like.
Poopy. We have a guy in our guild named Shit.
Wait, do you have swear filter on girls?
No. So I don't really know why it filtered it.
Because you signed the new contract.
5, 4.
Oh, did we all agree to be nice?
2.
I haven't recently,
1.
I guess.
Technically, everyone agreed when they joined the Discord. Well, not everyone, but.
It doesn't really totally work out in the past.
No, if you say you're not gonna be mean, you really can't be mean.
Well, I mean, you
Are
just
you
get
political?
kicked for it, you know, so it did work. Like,
Welcome
it did its
to-
job.
Rotate. Welcome to the enforceability of dating.
Well, I got one ghost.
We got 3 webs. I think they're good.
I heard an uh-oh, though, so it's probably
No, we're good.
No,
Oh,
I
what?
PI'd you. We're playing it.
I didn't pause, I thought
Spread.
We were...
And remember, red.
Well, no,
blue,
we had a
blue
bug,
around.
but I knocked it to
Red,
Narnia.
blue, blue around. Rotate. And then we're stacking them back up.
How are we supposed to get to the wall?
Red should be over here.
How are we supposed to do? I'm not sure.
Through the boss.
And then we rotate. Web bombs are baiting. Then
Oh, you're gonna be on that
that's
side. huh?
close to correct.
I see. So if it's on this side, I need to bait the orb on the left, and if it's on the other side, I need to bait the orb on the right.
I thought Marius, Carly, and I were supposed to go to Skull to drop our puddle.
If the boss is on that side, but if the boss is on this
Yeah,
side,
but-
then you go.
What do you mean
Right.
if? This
It's
is like a thing determined by the
reversed, yeah.
tanks, right?
No.
No, this
no,
one
there
they
are
the boss
two.
charges.
There are 2 locations the boss can port to. They can port to Skull side or they can port to Diamond side, and we have to play on that side. Like we don't get to determine that.
We are doing the bait again though there, so like we wait like over here.
I know we're supposed to
or-
bait. I just didn't realize this was like a.
I
okay.
didn't. I knew we were going over there. I didn't know we were baiting again over there. So that's why I was clarifying. Like we're doing the same bait we do before on
Yes,
on
ser-
Skull, but it's gonna be over on Diamond or Skull pretty much. Just tuck it away against the wall.
It would
forget
be
about
over on like Triangle and Skull, but the exact marker is not important. It's
Oh, okay, so-
basically
So we drop.
we want the useless puddle to be towards the exit. The useless puddle stack towards the exit, and then the one that Hate and Carly are going to use is just towards the entrance. Is all. It doesn't have to be like exactly on Triangle or exactly on Skull.
Okay, yeah, because mine, I don't know if mine died early because I soaked extra orbs, because yeah, that's after. So the first time we drop our crap, then we spawn orbs. The next time we spawn our orbs and rotate and then drop our crap. Just the order's
I
different.
think so. Yes.
Yeah.
We are done now. I just realized the time. We should basically get to learn how to play the first intermission tomorrow, and then hopefully a little bit of the second phase. So not too bad.
Well, it'd be so nice if they had fucking if Priest had Shining Force, because then if it's on me, you can knock it at Kelly, and then Kelly can Shining Force it into the group. But
well, yeah, I think that time there were 2 in back, and like the one that was near you, I just knocked sideways, so then it went onto Kelly.
Yeah, I mean,
because I don't want to like get too wiggly, because then I just kill us both. But yeah, Kelly, the fixate you had on the first web phase was